Good morning, dear students. Welcome in social science class. Dear students, today I am going to explain you the introductory part of the chapter 18, the union government, what exactly the union government is. All right, India is a democratic country. Union government means your central government or the national government, and we were having a different diverse languages, religions, customs, traditions, lifestyles, climatic conditions. Apart from them, we are having a democratic setup where all people are having equal rights and equal opportunities. But sometimes the weaker section of the society, they are not getting proper rights. India has opted a federal form of government where there are various levels of the government. What exactly the federal form of government? Where the power is divided among the different groups. It is not possible to the entire national government to work each and every area. So that's why they are dividing their power among the different levels. The aim, what exactly the aim of the federation or the federal form of the government? To bring unity and diversity and achieving common national games, national goals. And what are the national goals? That is infrastructure facilities, that is your welfare, financial facilities, equal opportunities in different aspects, and to increase the standard of economical status of the people. Next, we have the levels of the government. There are different levels that I have already told you, that the federation system, where the government is divided into different levels: national level, state level, and the grassroots level. When we are talking about the national level, it is work for the national level, or it is also known as the central government. In 28 states, we have different type of government, which can have the chief ministers, which can have the governors, who can look after at their own level. And governor in the states during that period of time is known as head of the state. And when we are talking about the national level, then we will have a president of India who is the head of the state. And it is also called union government, central government, and national government. And the topmost level of the government, that is called your national government. Next, we have the state governments. They are also governed by the Council of Ministers, which are headed by the Chief Minister, especially in state. Although in national level also, we have Council of Ministers who are headed by Prime Minister. All right. And next, the Chief Minister in state is the head of the government. Similarly, when we are talking about the national level, Prime Minister is the head of the government and President is the head of the state. And in state level, Chief Minister is the head of the government and Governor is the head of the state. Next, we have grassroots level, that is your bottom line level government, who can work for the different village areas as well as the nook and corners. Local governments, like you have your village panchayat, your gram panchayat, your gram sabha, who are headed by somewhere in Panch or somewhere by the pradhans. They are looking after each and every area, especially in the locality, and then they are informing the people for the welfare. Next, we have organs of the union government. It is only the first page of the chapter, the introductory section, and then we will discuss in the live class related to the different forms of the government. The three organs of the union government are the legislatures, the executives, and the judiciary. It is also very important, the legislatures who are forming the rules and regulations, and who comes under, who are making rules and regulation, that we will call the parliament, the highest law making body. Indian Parliament is a bicameral, having a bicameral system where we have the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Commonly for Lok Sabha, we are giving a different name, that is Legislative Assembly, and for Rajya Sabha, we are giving name Legislative Council. Next, we have the executives who are implementing the rules and regulation. and it is comprised by the President of India, Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister under this system. Next, we have the judiciary, the highest law-making body, or we can say that who can give justice. Alright, it is the third organ of the government and consisting of Supreme Court and High Court. Supreme Court is the only one court of India, and High Court, they are associated with the different states. They are having total 25 judges, but nowadays the ratio of these judges has been increased. So in total we have 34 judges in Supreme Court, the senior most judges. And next we have here the union government. This is a flow chart, and by this you can easily understand what exactly it is. The legislatures, the parliament. In legislature we have parliament. Under parliament we have two systems or two areas, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Then executive, the President of India, Prime Minister and the Union Council of Ministers can work under the President of India. Judiciary, the Supreme Court of India is the apex and final court of India. The Chief Justice of India and 25 judges are there in that, and maximum number can be 34. Might be in your book 31 is written, but at present maximum strength of judges are 34. So this was all about why I have taken or opted your book pages, because if anything will be all these things are very important, and I don't want anything can miss, especially for the 1 mark question. That's why I have opted your book page instead of the presentation and all. Thank you. Do it properly. Alright, watch this. Thank you.